What's up, guys? So, Paul Heyman told a story about Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon. Go check out Wrestle Talk on Twitter and YouTube. I follow them on both platforms. Probably the best wrestling news organization on the web, so go check them out. Paul Heyman tells a story of a creative disagreement between Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon, which led to Vince telling Shane he'd have stabbed Vince in the heart and get rid of him if he wanted to make a decision. Shane had an idea that he really believed in, and Vince totally disagreed with it. And with most things that happen with Vince, once they started to escalate, they escalated really fast. Vince finally turned to Shane and he said, "Not while I'm alive." And Vince, who was eating something, took his knife, handed it to Shane, and he said, "Right there, pointing to his heart. If you want this so bad, stick the dagger right here, because that's what you're going to have to do to make that decision. And if you don't stick the dagger right here, then I know you're not man enough to do it, and I have to take that into consideration as well. Or you can buy me out the way I bought out my father, and if I don't get out of your way, be prepared to get rid of me, the way I would have had to get rid of my father when he wasn't doing the things my way at all." I have a feeling that Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon do not get along as good as they say they do in real life. Like, I would say they don't get along very good at all. And Vince giving the company up to somebody that ain't Stephanie or Shane shows how big of a hypocrite Vince McMahon is. You would think he'd want to keep it in his family, since it's been in his family for decades, and now it's no longer part of the McMahon era. Like, it's over. Like, it's officially over, because Vince McMahon chose money and fame over his family. It's just pathetic, in my opinion. Like, the man ain't that great. Yes, we're all wrestling fans because of Vince McMahon. We all watched wrestling because of Vince McMahon. But he's still a hypocrite. And it's kind of sad that it went this route. And I keep hearing that there's a possibility that Shane McMahon could end up in AEW. Could in like 5-10 years from now, Shane McMahon buy AEW. That's always a possibility. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. But wouldn't it be crazy if Shane McMahon bought AEW in a couple years and competed with the WWE? That would be absolutely crazy. We'll see how it all plays out. I don't think that's going to happen. But this story just shows how big of a hypocrite Vince McMahon really is. Like, comment, and share, and we'll see you out in the next video. Peace.